Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of Face to Face here on Demand Progress and youtube.com/Progress Wrestling. And we are here today with one of my alleged best friends, inside or outside of wrestling, mainly because of our love for very camp things that aren't anything to do with wrestling. And of course, my new co-commentator at Progress. I'm here with Dahlia Black.
Kia ora. Hi.
So we're here to ask the important questions,
Yeah.
okay? The big questions.
I don't trust you.
Who's going to win All Stars 3?
Trixie Mattel.
Hashtag Team Shangela. I'm saying, no, Trixie's got her own show now. Because it's our show, not yours. I've always wanted to do that on camera. And she's gone.
Oh God, the...
Oh. Hi, welcome back to Face to Face, Dahlia Black. Nice to come back. Hi.
Hi.
Jokingly saying hi, but I realised that that's actually part of the reason why we became friends was RuPaul's Drag Race and the fact that we have exactly the same background in terms of our training.
I got a, what do you call it, scholarship to go to WAPA in Perth.
Oh,
I
yeah.
turned it down.
Why?
Wrestling, funny enough.
So you literally gave up musical theatre for wrestling then?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay. And that like, now that seems like we probably talk about entertainment outside of wrestling more than we talk about wrestling at the moment. Now, obviously, now you've moved from wrestling to commentary because you like to talk, and you're well. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
By everyone's admission, part of the reason as well why we started to become like closer friends was because nobody else wanted you in the car because all you listened to was Broadway.
You know what they say? They say, like, it's, you know, 4-hour car ride with me. I say it's a 4-hour live show with me. Yeah? Innit?
No, it's not. Jumping ahead, you gave up musical theatre for wrestling.
Yes.
And it appears that, like, recently, obviously you've moved to commentary, you moved to the creative stuff. Like, what was interesting for me was how more comfortable you seemed at Revelations of Divine Love, not going into the ring, being involved in the creative side, than you had been in the months previously in the wrestling side.
Yeah.
Like probably from Ali Pali, if we're honest. So what changed, and is that something that's like come from, I don't know, is it your entertainment head is always going to be stronger than your wrestling head?
I think so. I think I've always been a very incredibly creative person. And I love, when I'm in the wrestling ring, I love being able to come up with new moves and cool things like that, and the payoffs are great. But I can do that outside the ring without putting my body on the line. I've been asked quite a few times lately, have I retired from wrestling? Have I given up wrestling? I haven't wrestled this year. And truth be told, I don't expect to get back into the wrestling ring this year. I think that was a question on everyone's lips, and it is that. I still want to be part of wrestling. I love wrestling, but I want to be a part of the creative side now. I want to be adding to it, but not putting my body on the line as such.
So it's the actual in-ring stuff that, not necessarily you've fallen out of love with, because I've seen you like put together matches with people and help people out. Like, I know that you love that part of it, but so when Dale did the documentary, he followed me around on my last 2 days of Buddy, and I kind of view it in a very similar thing. I still love musical theatre and I love Buddy, and it's been the best part of the last 10 years of my life. But the day that it came where I was getting out of bed or a hotel room or whatever and going to the theatre and going, I don't have the urge to do this anymore, because we know firsthand as well through, like you were saying earlier on about agents and like being able to do theatre, there's like tens of thousands of kids all over the world every year coming out of musical theatre schools, coming out of theatre schools in general, who are really passionate about it. Like, the comparison, I guess, is when you did Revelations of Divine Love, and I remember you saying to me, these girls are so much more passionate about this now than I am, and I feel like I'm taking up a spot. Yes,
100%. And yeah, exactly that. I think people get really excited about their matches. Sometimes I hear like, oh, I've got this match this week and I'm really excited for it, rah, rah, rah. When I have matches coming up, squeeze me, when I have matches coming up, I get really bad, I used to get really bad anxiety. I used to wouldn't be able to sleep the night before. My body would be doing all sorts of shit. I would get a massive complex about it and I wouldn't be excited, to the point where I woke up in the morning and I would think, I would much rather not do this because I don't want to put my mental state through this again, having so much anxiety. And doing Revelations of Divine Love, I remember saying that to you. And I've got a full-time job. I love my job. And I put a lot of energy into my job, which means I don't get to train as much. And I don't get to wrestle as much as I used to, being at such a high position in my job. But there are girls who do everything. You know, they train so hard. They're finding every opportunity they can to get into a wrestling ring. And here I was, you know, in Alexandra Palace, one of the, like, you know, the spots that every fucking person wants. And it's not that I didn't think I didn't deserve it. I fucking deserved that spot. I did, yes, but I couldn't keep taking spots like that when there are girls under me, like you said, who are so much more passionate, who have all their eggs in the wrestling basket. And I could never be as passionate as they are. So why should I be constantly in that position?
I get it more than anyone. It's why I stepped away from the stage, because
100%.
I can do something creatively that gets me through the day, that makes me excited about it in an entirely different way.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
well, to be honest, I think that's a very mature way of looking at it. And of course now you're the first, as far as we know, first full-time commentator, female commentator ever. I don't know. Well, answers on a postcard. I keep on asking for answers on a postcard. So yeah, we spent a lot of time working on that. It's been nice to like have somebody who's really passionate about it, and of course, performance element as well comes into it a lot, because we understand like it's not necessarily about, hey, there's this move called this. It's about piecing it together. And I know that you're very passionate as well about explaining wrestling, not necessarily from a male skewed perspective as well. Like literally explaining how like female bodies work differently to male bodies as well, which is really interesting for me, because then it makes me think about it when you know, I'm working with somebody else, whatever, or doing commentary. It's like, it's been an education for me the other way around as well. So yeah, favorite drag queen of all time?
What the fuck, Glenn? Shit, fuck. You know, Lordy, I'm gonna say Trixie and Katya, but Alyssa Edwards. That was shit.
One more attempt.
That was shit. Hold on.
Third time lucky.
I can't do it today. I've nailed it before, you've heard it.
Back rolls.
Back rolls. I mean, I guess if we're going to be bringing drag race into this, I am the Bendela Christ of wrestling.
Yes, you are.
Quit while you're on top, folks.
That's it. You are the Bendela Christ, and you still have to do my Trixie Mattel face.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we?
That's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
The correct answer, of course, is Adore Delano, isn't it?
Oh my God, yes, I do love Adore. Party.
Party. Thanks. It's been a mosh.
Thanks, Glenn.
It's been totes a mosh. Thanks. No, thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Do New Zealanders, do you high five? I like. We can't do that. And cut.